there's no way this lady just stole from a homeless man in front of me. When I tell you, I had to tell the story. I decided, yeah, I'm gonna tell the story because I didn't want to wait too long and then be like, oh, I can't remember details of the story, because I wanted to wait a year when I might as well tell the story, because this story already happened a couple years ago at this point, like I'm telling you. So before I forget anything else, I wanted to tell the story. And not only do I have my story, but I also have my friend's story. It's a very current story. Like, I have more current stories from them, to the point like they still got the hair in. Like, this is what I'm telling you. And I'm not fret, because the girl, like, I know I'm never gonna be back. That was my first and last time. I'm not gonna be back. Also, if you hear a little pitter patter or anything in the background, that's my dog. He lives here, you don't. Shut up. Let's start. I feel like I'm talking so fast, because when I say I have a lot to say about this lady, and I only met her one time, we were in each other's vicinity like less than a day. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Anyways, so this was early penny time. Okay, I don't know if you're allowed to say that on YouTube, like, you know, but we all knew what happened around 2020, right? So you know, whatever, hair stores are closed, and you know, I couldn't do nothing for myself. So I just felt so down. I was like, I want to get my hair done to make myself feel better. Like, you know, I was bored and I felt just down, and to make myself feel better, I wanted to do my hair, but I couldn't go into the hair store myself, and like, you know, but no hair stores were open, so I couldn't go into the hair store for myself. So I'm asking around, like, I'm asking my friends, and I'm like, do you guys know of any hairstylists that have hair? So my friend said, oh, you can ask my hairstylist, like, sometimes if I run out of hair, she has extra, like, you know, you could do with her. So that's exactly what I do. I'm like, I inquire about it, I book with her, and I don't remember if I had mentioned like, oh, I like, do you have hair, like, you know, but I feel like if it's that significant that I would have, I don't know where things got lost in translation. Okay, so I go to this lady's house, and first of all, she's not far from my house, but when I went to her apartment, her elevators were so scary. I'm sorry. I've been in lots of elevators, okay, but hers in particular, it was a metal box. It was like 2x2, 2x4 metal box, bro. I'm telling you, bro, the elevator opened and I looked at it and I'm like, wait, what floor does she live on? Because if I'm stuck in this elevator 10 stories up, I'm not coming out. There's no surviving that. I'm sorry. But she wasn't even, I don't remember what floor she was on, but whatever. I go up, right? Whatever, knock on her door, come in, where to yeah, so she works from home, like she works out of her house, right? So, you know, whatever, it's already a little informal, whatever. Like, I don't care that you work out your house, right? She shows me to go sit down, and we're cool. Like, you know, she's fun to talk to. Like, it's going real well. Like, we really just vibed, you know. Like, it was a good vibe. Like, at first, at least, it was, everything was great. I was like, yeah, she's cool. This is gonna go by easy, like, you know, because me personally, I'm a chatterbox. I love to talk, okay? That's one, if I enjoy your company, I'm sorry, you have to be able to talk. If your clients don't want to talk, okay, you don't have to talk to them. They're not going to talk. They're going to have their headphones in and be to themselves. But if anyone's like me, I like to talk. I like to share. I want to pick at your brain. Like, I'm a chatterbox. Like, that's just the truth. So, and she was too. So we're here talking, right? And then she's like,
where's your hair?
And I'm like, oh, you don't have hair? And she's like, no, you're supposed to bring the hair. And then I was like, god damn, because the price she told me, I was paying like $2 something to get my hair done, right? So the price she told me, and then she's also telling me to bring hair, I was like, Because I was really like, oh, it's a good deal that the hair is included, right? Like, that's a good deal, bro. Anyways, also because she's a hairstylist, I was like, I want single braids triangle parts, because if I'm gonna pay to get my hair done, I might as well pay for something different, like, you know, like pay for something new, whatever. So we go, right?
I forgot to mention that before we left, I had asked, I was like, do you know of any hair stores open? Because this was, again, penny time, so everything was closed. But she did know of one, and that's when we hopped in the car and we went.
So we're getting into the car. Also, she has a son. The son's about 4 years old, okay? I'm not talking about her kid like that. Like, you know, I'm only gonna bring the child up in significant instances, right? Okay, we get into the car and, you know, she's hurting to get into the car. What I mean by that is, like, she's like stiff when she walks, and, you know, she looks like she's visibly in pain, you know, like, I don't know, like, maybe, like, you know, when you work out your legs and you walk kind of funny, like, it was kind of like that, but more stiff, right? She's also struggling to get into the car. Like, she's like, ooh, and, like, you know, doing all of that to get into the car. So I'm like, oh, this lady's in pain. But I'm not gonna, like, you know, ask you about it or whatever. I just felt bad. I just felt bad because I knew, like, oh, this lady's about to stand up and do my hair when clearly she's hurting. Like, I low-key felt bad. And you know what this lady told me? Not her telling me she got hit by a truck when we got into the car. I was like, what? And she's like, yeah, right here, I got hit by a truck. Bro, I was like, damn, like an 18-wheeler. It's not funny. It's not funny. You know, those things are significant. Like, goddamn, you got hit. Like, damn. I was definitely voicing my concerns, because one thing about me is, if it's on my mind, I'm going to say it. I cannot keep a secret. I speak my mind truthfully, and so when I talk, you know, it's the truth, because, you know, that's how I feel, because there is no pretending with me. I don't know, and I understand other people don't function like that, probably for a good reason, but that's just how I do it. She's telling me about it and how much pain she's in. Like, now that I'm thinking about it, that's messed up. We go to the hair store, and this is, you know, penny time, so everybody has their mask. Well, I did, and she had one. It was pretty, yeah, but it had a bunch of holes in it. It was like one of those mesh, if I could find a picture, I'm gonna put it here. It's like a mesh glitter or mesh sequence mask, right? That's the only time, like, I had my mask on the whole time, but that's the only time she put hers on. And when she pulled it out, I was like, and then she, in the story, she wants to talk about, oh, how COVID is fake and how it's a scheme by the government. No, my camera's dying. And how this, that, and the third. So I'm like, ain't no way. I'm sitting here like, huh? What? This is news to me. Wow. So I'm like, whatever, that's none of my business. That's truthfully none of my business. Like, you can have your beliefs and I'll have mine, and we can keep it at that. Like, I don't need to care what your political beliefs are if you're just doing my hair, you know? Like, we're not friends. I don't, whatever. So we're in the hair store, and, you know, I'm looking for hair, and I'm picking up multiple packs of hair. I'm picking up like 1, 2, 3 packs of hair. And I'm like, 3 packs is gonna be good, right? And because I wanted like medium length, like to my bum, medium braids with triangle parts, right? That's what I had asked for. So I'm like, three packs is good, right? She's like, yeah. Actually no, maybe get another one. So I get 4 packs of hair, bro. 4 packs of expressions, okay? She's also picking up stuff for herself too, right? We're in the store. Her child's running up to me saying, auntie, and I'm like, obviously he's talking to me, because he's like, you're talking about auntie, and I'm like, auntie, and after I'm like, oh yes, so whatever. Obviously I'm not gonna be like, you know, to the kid. No, I'm not gonna be like, I'm not your auntie to the kid. No, I just played along. I was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, and he's showing me some clips or something. So then we get back into the car, and I'm like, oh yeah, and we're just talking, and I'm telling her like, oh yeah, their kid like called me auntie in the store, and she's like, oh, because he just feels the good vibes, he just knows the good vibes, like he could tell your aura is pure and nice. And I'm like, he's 4, and I just thought like he must have did this before, because how easily he came up to me and started calling me auntie. He definitely, like, I'm not the only one. He didn't just start doing this with me. Like, you know, you must, like, this is top behavior is what I was thinking in my mind. Okay, whatever. We get back from the hair store now, right? Listen. Oh, that reminds me, I have another story that I could tell you guys about the time I almost got arrested shopping. No, because this is okay. I'm not even gonna get into it. Just let me know if you guys want to hear, because that was interesting too, and that happened after this story. So yeah, we're on the way back to her house, right? And she must had asked me like if I was hungry, and I was like, yeah, I could eat. Okay, sorry for the intermission. I really hope things look the same, but okay, where was I? I'm gonna start where I think I left off when we were on the way to her house. Okay, we're on the way to her house, right? She's asking me if I'm hungry, and I'm like, you know, because she's gonna get food for her kid, and I'm like, you know what, whatever, I could eat, right? It was either eat now or just wait till I'm done, like whatever, I could eat, like, you know, like we're talking about this coming off of the highway, right? You know, like I don't know how it is everywhere else, but I don't, like in Canada, we have panhandlers, and they'll be like on, like they'll walk like up the exit of the highway, and so that's what someone was doing. They were walking with their Tim Hortons cup, okay, their Tim Hortons coffee cup, just walking up and down, you know. So she rolls down her window. I kid you not, bro. When I'm telling you this, I'm telling you, I could not even think this up, what I saw, bro. Like, oh my gosh. So she rolls down her window, right? She has her hand like this out the window, right? So obviously the man's gonna come to her thinking that she has something for him, like obviously, right? He comes, she's like, let me see what you have in your cup. This man had a single dollar in his cup, okay, a single dollar. And so he tilts it towards her. He's like, oh, like he shows her, and she's like, oh, $1? Yeah. She sticks her hand in the cup and takes out his $1, his $1 that he had in his cup. She reached her hand in there and took it out, and she just dashed it into her, like into the middle part of the car. Talking about some, I don't even, bro, she was telling me her reasoning in one ear out the other, because there's no reason, there is no reason, there's nothing you could say that could justify what just happened. She's really trying to, she was justifying it to me, and I'm like, there's no way this lady just stole from a homeless man in front of me, like. But that's not the only thing, bro. When I tell you, I didn't even know how to feel. I didn't know what to do, because like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? I'm in her car, like, you know, like. But bro, this girl really took the dollar. I definitely said something. I was probably like, you took his dollar, his $1. Like, I must have said that. And she was just like, and that's when she started reasoning it to me about, I don't even know what she says. I'm not gonna tell a lie on her. So I was definitely shocked. I'm telling you, that's blue. Like, when I tell people, they can't even believe it, and I'm like, I am so serious. I promise you, I'm so serious. This girl, I watched this girl reach her hand into the man's cup, take his dollar, and just keep it, really keep it. And I'm thinking, after it happened, I'm thinking, no, she's gonna like give him a 5 or something about, oh, I need change or something, right? No, she took the man's dollar, rolled up the window, and we went to get McDonald's. Like no way. I can understand if you don't want to give like money to someone, but then to steal the money from the homeless man, perplexed, bro. Oh my gosh, I'm still in shock. We get McDonald's, we leave. We're back at her house now. She's doing my hair, right? Whatever, we're talking. She's telling me more about how she got hit by her truck. She was telling me her whole business, like, you know, she was going in. I felt like I'd known her for years the way we were talking, but I mean, that's not bad. Finally, it gets to like where I don't know, it doesn't even, I don't even know which part or how far into doing my hair we are, but you know, she has a child, like I told you guys, right? So the child is playing as a child does, right? Like, and she's like, yeah, you know, I'm working, whatever. And I'm never going to say nothing about nobody's child and how, if they have their child there, especially if they're working at their house. Like, of course, obviously, who am I to have an opinion on how things are being done? Like, no, I'm here to get my hair done. That's point blank period. He must have brought out like all his toys. Like, I'm telling you, there's a lot of toys on the floor, and it's like those little it's the worst type of toys where it's like the little pieces everywhere. It's like micro pieces everywhere. It's just like everywhere. She told the kid to clean up. It's like, you know, she's like, okay, now start cleaning up, because the mess was big, whatever. So she's like, no, it's time to clean up now, so and so, clean up. And she was like reminding him like every so often, but the child would come to her or something, she would be like, didn't I tell you to clean up, blah blah blah, whatever. So she's been telling him to clean up for a while, like, you know, not that it justifies anything, but whatever. Okay, so then she pauses on my hair. Now she's like raising her voice, now she's yelling at the child. Okay, and I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, she didn't tell you to clean up. Like, now she's like screaming at him in front of me, and I'm like right above me, and I'm just like, I don't even remember exactly how it happened, but she was just like, I've had enough, you know, goes over to him everywhere. She says, she's like, didn't I tell you to clean up? I was like, what? Why? In front of me? Child, you don't even know me. You don't even know me. I don't care. I don't care how bad my kid's being. No. Maybe take him in the room or something, like, in front of me, bro. I felt so uncomfortable. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird. And do whatever you want behind closed doors, but like, you don't know me. That's the whole thing. Like, I'm a stranger and you're just here wailing on your kid in front. Like, that's weird, isn't it? That's weird. Like, I felt weird about it, and I was like, my hair had to be done by then, because I felt so bad that I started helping him clean up, because I'm like, I don't remember what I was saying, but I was like, yeah, we're just gonna clean up, like, don't worry, I'll help you, because I really felt bad for this little boy. My heart, I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I'm not saying like it was super bad, like she was pummeling him, like, no, but like, you know, it wasn't like, it wasn't pretty, right? Like, you know, it stung. You can tell they stung, you know. And he was bawling. I was like, oh my gosh, this was so, like, I felt like I shouldn't have been there. Like, it just felt, I didn't know what to do with myself, but I helped him clean up while he was bawling, and bro, like, whatever. And then she's complaining about him, about, oh, I'm raising a king, you're not gonna end up like your dad. And I was like, no way. This girl is just, oh, what am I hearing right now? That's why I couldn't get, like, I was like, oh wow. I didn't even know how to act. Like, I'm trying to tell you guys, but I really don't remember how I was acting. Because, you know, I was definitely thinking things in my head, but how I was outwardly acting, I don't know. I cannot tell you, because it was just so weird. And the way she was just, and like, to say that I know this much of your business and I can sit here and tell this story, and you've only met me one time, no. Oh, before I forget, I also wanted to tell you guys how she put me onto peppermint oil, or did I already say that story? But yeah, after all of that happened, she asked who drove me here, because she's like, oh, how are you getting home? And I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get a ride. She's like, oh, does my ride sell weed? And I'm like, no. Asked me if I smoked. First of all, lady, I don't know you. I'm not smoking with you. I'm sorry. Never will I ever be that desperate for a spliff. Sorry, I don't know you. You're a stranger. I don't like that. I don't do that, because no. That's just me though. Also, the thing is, okay, remember when I told you guys I got however many packs of hair? I'm picking up multiple packs of hair. I'm picking up like 1, 2, 3 packs of hair. First of all, she took 1 pack to do my hair. Told me to get 4 and only used 1 pack to do my hair. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So then why did I get 4 packs of hair? I'd even take all the hair home. Like she maybe used 1.5 packs, because I remember she asked if she could keep the open pack that I had, and I was like, okay, whatever. Like I let her have it, because truthfully I hate when the hair's been open and then you try to go back to use it and it's whatever. So I was like, whatever, you already opened it, like, you know. Obviously I pay her and I leave, and it's a pretty penny. Like after I had gotten my hair done, I didn't even like it. I didn't even like it. Like 1 pack of hair on my head, I'm sorry, that it looked no, because have you guys ever used 1 pack of hair? The parts were this big and the braid coming out of it was like the width of my finger. Like what? And when I tell this other story, you'll learn that like she makes that a habit. Like she'll use 1 pack of hair so that she doesn't have to braid as much. It looks neat. I'm not even gonna get into it. You guys let me know. But my friends also have stories, so I don't know. If you like this one, maybe I'll make a part 2 about my friends' stories and putting them together. Well, I thought I was gonna do it one shot, but this video is already so long. That's gonna be all for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. You didn't know that, huh? Mm-hmm.